Okay, so I have a piece of Arch 100% cotton cold pressed paper. It's 4 by 6 inches. I've taped it down on a piece of cardboard so it doesn't move around. I've already got some pink and red colors here. I'm using cadmium red light. And here I've got bright rose from Holbein. I mixed in a little cadmium red light into the bright rose. Really, you don't even need much drawing at all. You could just use a brush. But if you just want to map out where you're going to put your cute little butterfly, you can put like a little line here. We're going to paint the big wings as a heart and then little hearts. So I'm going to use my 16 round Aqua Lead series brush. It's a nice big brush. It's perfect to make this heart shape. And I'm going to grab some of this wonderful bright rose from Holbein. And then I'm going to grab a little bit of the cadmium red light, mix them together. I don't really want it pink. I want it kind of like a reddish pink. Okay. And why I'm using this big brush just makes life easier, faster. So just picture a heart, right? You can just paint a little heart like that or a bigger one, depending on how big you want your butterfly to be. And the wing is basically a heart shape. This way and this way. And then leave a little bit of room for the body. And listen, if you're just painting it loosely without having to draw it, it'll come out kind of really, I think it would come out much better because it's a loose look. It's not as pointy here, right? So then you get the butterfly wings. You can water this down or just have a different color altogether. You can just use the red, cadmium red light. Just a simple red for the body. That's a little wet, so I might just tap it off a little bit. Just go straight down. Right, the little body. And if you want to use, we're going to use this in a bit for the antennae, but now I can still use this brush for smaller hearts because it's got a nice big round tip. And grab my bright rose again. So here we're going to just paint some hearts going downward this way, cascading downward. And you could just switch the butterfly on the other side, make more than one. So here we're going to make some simple hearts. I'm trying to mix up more paint. I don't want it so loose. It's very wet. So a big heart here. I know you guys can draw and paint hearts. And mine are not perfect. They're not meant to be. Getting smaller as we're going down. Getting even smaller. Even smaller. So tinier and tinier. Like they're cascading downward. You can make them more like that. Now, my little trick here is I'm going to let the paint seep in the paper. And notice how I didn't make this really light. I'm a little bit thicker with the color, a little bit more heavier than normally I do. And I like to take a flat wash brush and just kind of lift that color and move it around. It becomes like really atmospheric and different. And then we can play around with it from there. So it's seeping into the paper at this point. We want to keep it that way. We don't want to keep it wet. We want to dry it a little bit where it's not all the way dry, but almost all the way dry. I'm fixing my little hearts here. And like I said, you could add more hearts. You can change it up by adding some open hearts too. But I have some solid hearts. So I'm going to let this seep in a few minutes and I'll come back and we're going to use our flat wash brush. This is the Princeton 3/4 inch flat wash brush from Velvet Touch series, but you can use any kind of flat wash brush that you have. That's almost an inch thick. I like the 3/4 inch. It's a good size. And we're going to play with this. Okay, so it's still a little damp, but it's seeped into the paper. I'm lifting up my tape here, so I want to be able to paint to the corner. I'm going to take my flat wash brush, like so. I'm going to dip it in some water. I've got my water thing up here. So now it's fairly wet, right? And I'm just taking clean water. And now I'm going to kind of twist and turn my brush and move the paint from what I just painted. I might go back and tap it onto the paper towel. And moving the paint. And you'll still see the imprint of the wonderful butterfly. It starts to look really kind of atmospheric. You can kind of go like this, just wipe it down that way. Now here, I'm not going to put so much color. I'm going to lift and just paint a little bit. Move it around, lift up here. You can play with this so many different ways. Look how cool that looks. It's just a technique that I love to do. If you want to keep more of the edge, you can kind of lift some of the color up here. See, I'm lifting around my hearts, just playing with this a little bit. How soft though. Just changes up the butterfly. You can add a little bit of red too. Doesn't have to always be pink. And once it dries, you know, you've lost a lot of the color and even the hearts. You can go back in and paint some in, but I just love playing with loosening us up. See what happens. I'm just lifting some of this color out here, some of the white. It's a fun, quick way to make something so different. Then you have just your basic butterfly sitting around there. See? Really sweet. I'm lifting the color and just getting that white now. Sweet, soft. Lifting around my hearts here. Just twisting and turning. And I've lost some of my heart. I might have to go back in and put some heart in there. But I'm loving like the look. And you know what? It's damp now. It's a good time if you want to do a little splatter. Something like a little thicker color. And I always like to tap my brush on something else. It just makes it easier. If you're a person who likes to splatter a little bit, now's the time. Okay, so now we let this dry and we come back and we paint on top of that. So it's fairly dry. Like I said, you've maybe erased too much or didn't erase enough. I'm going to take my 12 round. You could go back in at this time and add the hearts back in a little bit, just a little bit more structured. If you wanted to, you can do some outlining, which is kind of fun as well. So you just kind of outline them just a little bit. You can use the outlining for the big guy. I might add a heart within a heart in here now that it's kind of washed away. So we have a heart within a heart, another heart here. Right? Can outline that. Because it's really cool look. Grab some of that red, put some little lines for the body. Mix up color. You can play with this all day long. I'm going to loosen up that paint, make like a nice little outline. And then for the antennae and the body, I'll go back in and add the little head here with the red. Fill this color in a little bit. I'm using an 8 long round from the same series, Aqua Elite. Then grab some pink colors and you just make these little lines. And from here you could put little hearts on those little lines. A little more painted in, a little darker. Kind of cute. So many different things. You can add gold, you can add little patterns. It's just playing with your watercolor. Here's another line. Look at that. I just like the atmospheric kind of look to it. And add a little bit more of this bright pink. You could still kind of paint this, you know, wing part in and then kind of wash away a little bit too. Even though we already did it once, we can kind of do it again. See, I add that back in and then kind of just like loosen it up going out this way with my 8 long round. So many things you could do with this. You can add, like I said, I have gold paint, which is kind of sweet. This, I don't know, I bought it a long time ago, so I can't really tell you the name of it. Just activate some gold paint. Don't have to add gold. Could have just kept it all pink. Gold is really pretty. I'm activating with this long round. And then you could use this for like just outlining again, little accents. Little gold accents along the pretty little wings, the side of the body here, even around the little hearts down here. Splatter it. It's just, again, it's just a little accent of gold. You can put whatever you feel like it. Isn't that sweet? So fun. Very simple, but a sweet little Valentine. You could write you make my heart flutter, things like that. It can even, like, I have them kind of going like the hearts down this way, but maybe you could put a bunch of little hearts over this way. Little tiny ones. Now that you have a smaller brush. Little teeny, teeny, tiny ones, because this one's a lot bigger. Put a heart within a heart. Change the color, maybe a little bit more red. You can have so much fun playing with pattern. I love playing with the pinks, especially after a long winter and snow and things like that. Well, it's still just beginning of winter, but I like playing with color. So little reds, little pinks, little dots. Adding a little bit of pink and red up here. Now it's wet, so it's damp. It's like dissipating these colors. So many different ways you can play with that. Really kind of fun and super easy. Really cute. So keeping with that same technique, we'll do another card. Super fun, super easy again. And there's just a bunch of hearts, right? Just a bunch of hearts. Again, you can use the same big brush, the 16, or you can use a smaller one if it's hard for you. I just think it's easier to make the hearts, or I could use a 12. Maybe I'll use a 12 for this one. A little bit smaller. Same thing, bright rose. If you have a different red color, use that, but I like to keep the colors coordinating. So you're just painting heart, you're just pushing down on your brush. So it might take a little longer with this one. I think the other brush is so much easier. And then you could switch the colors. And you're just doing a heart kind of in a row. Keep switching. And the paint can get a little thicker in some areas. This is really watered down. And grab the red. And that's a little thicker. And then you have the pink. Right? So you're just going to keep doing this in rows. Across, across, across. You just put some music on. And I'm not going to keep cleaning out my brush. I'm just going to keep going back and forth and grabbing, you know, some pinks, some reds. That's what makes the colors more unique. I really kind of wanted them to touch, but if they don't touch, no big deal. And don't worry if it's not in a straight line. We're not going to worry about that kind of stuff here. And you see how my hearts are not perfect? That's what I'm talking about. Now, at this point, we're going to just peek back and forth, like I said. You're just going to keep doing more and more hearts. I'm going to speed this up. I'm going to come back after it's all painted across. Okay, so you saw me paint all those pretty quickly. Seeping in, some are still wet. Same premise. It's like we're painting and kind of erasing the painting, right? Now I didn't fill it to the end. You could have filled it all the way to the end. You could have put a border around. You could have made them bigger, right? I'm giving you all kinds of other ideas to change it up. You can make them much bigger. So maybe you have like 1, 2, 3 across, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? You can have them going up and down all around, you know, different ways. It doesn't have to be in a stripe situation. So I'm going to remove the tape again. Just holds it down while I'm painting the other ones. I don't really necessarily need the tape down, but I just do it. Clear water again. Just moving the paint. Clear water. Twisting, turning. La 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 la. Now some of the ones in the bottom are painted recently, so they should move the paint more. Yes, it's very wet. See, I kind of erased those. And look at that. That's how you kind of erase a little bit of the, I know, you're like, why did I erase it? Well, because that's the fun. That's the point of it. It's the look. So you're putting it in and kind of wiping it away. And maybe some are just like, what happened to them? They're still kind of there, but yet not really. And this red one, the thicker paint stays. It's a really kind of cool look. And I'm tapping it back on the paper towel to just mop up the paint and move it. Notice how the red ones kind of stay. It's just kind of a cool look, and these ones kind of dissipated on the bottom. Just a really kind of fun, cool look. While it's, you know, seeping in, you could splat a little gold. Don't want to have it splat a little gold. Play around with that a little bit. If you like the gold, if you don't like the gold, leave it. Play around with it a little bit. Give it a little spackle. There's so many ways you can play with these things. And of course you got to let it dry. And once it's dry, you can actually put in like a heart within a heart. You know, you can do an outline if you want. I kind of love this kind of erased look. I did one a while ago that looks like this. Simple again. Erased it, just put some lines in it and painted it, erased it. Same kind of technique. It's just really simple. It comes out really cool. So again, we're going to let this dry and come back. So it's dry, and you can go, like I said, go back in once it's dry, and you can put like another hearts, change the pattern a little bit. I'm grabbing just a 10 round here. See, it made so many different patterns, but I love how it's kind of like erased and only a few really big ones remain. You can go back over the outline, but I don't want to do that. Do a couple little hearts within a heart. You can do polka dots. You can do all kinds of stuff. It's sweet that way, right? It's just a different look. Outline it if you want. I don't know if I want to outline everything. I think it's kind of like this solid color here, like that. It's kind of sweet. So like I said, you add the construction paper. Look at that gold sparkle. It looks really like a nice finished card. And this is kind of dissipated. You can write on top of this with red. You can write Happy Valentine's Day, especially if you like erase most of the bottom area. You can write a whole, like, you know, Happy Valentine's Day down here. You know, you flutter, you make my heart flutter down here. And if you're a Patreon member, you get the extra tutorial, which is this wonderful heart with the arrow going through it, and then get the gold paint. I talk about this as well and changing this up. If you'd like to be a Patreon member, click the link in the description box below. You can learn more about my Patreon, where you have exclusive tutorials that are about an hour long on Thursdays with a traceable. That in itself is worth its weight in gold. Join my Patreon. You have the first dibs Zoom watercolor workshops and retreats, and it's where you support my free content here on YouTube, which I really appreciate. So I hope you enjoyed painting some colorful stuff right now for Valentine's, and just different ways to think about it. You can just paint anything like this and kind of wipe it away and see how like atmospheric and, you know, abstract in a way how it looks, and it's just really kind of fun to do this and just change it up, and it's simple, very simple. All right, guys, take care, and I'll speak to you soon.